Some of you still don't get it, so let me spell it out for you inferior minds. This is a book by M. Thomas J. Desch-Obi, an Igbo, who explored the martial art traditions of Africa and the world and the meanings of them. I will now prove to you that I was right to say that martial arts are one way to find God, and I was absolutely right to say all of the things that were relevant to my challenge. Now, I would ask all you women to feel the shame that you deserve to feel for having sold out to the white man's way of thinking and not respecting me for my great accomplishment, which puts me among the most respected Africans in history. Let me show you why. First, we'll come back to page 12. It's right above page 12, which is my second proof. Go up. I'm going to show you the three categories he brings up. I will use the term martial arts, martial traditions, combat arms, or combat forms, which will not we're not distinguishing among these more specific defined categories. Okay. So notice you have martial arts, combat forms. And that actually wasn't what I was looking for. Here we go. Oh, he goes up. He basically, where the hell is it? It talks about katas. Okay, basically here you talk about katas, right? The Japanese term for this continuing with kata, which refers to the ideal form of an art as opposed to the personal variation. The personal variation developed by each unique individual in free practice. Remember how I said that I've developed a superior martial art? That is why I'm the top martial artist. That is why they cannot beat me. Gosh, you know, I really don't want to make this video that long, but let me find this. He basically says, you know, it talks about a lot about Angola, you know, where capoeira comes from and how there's a Biafran forms of arts and as well as an Angolan form, which was accepted, while the Biafran one was pretty much shunned if you compare how many of you, most of you haven't heard of any Biafran or Igbo martial arts, but you've heard of capoeira. But basically, he puts it in three categories. Combat traditions. He talks about fighting skills, combat sports, and martial arts. All right, so it's in the introduction of this book. Here we go. You see, perfected their combat skills through armed dance routines to the flute. Talks about the Greeks, right? So there's combat skills. Remember I said I care the most about sparring, not combat sports such as the MMA, wrestling, etc., or combat games, okay? Now, there are some forms of Taekwondo which are considered sports, but I specifically made the point that if you're going to determine who's the best at combat skills, the best way to do it is sparring, and I elaborated on why, and it would take a complete moron not to understand that I'm right. I don't think I have to touch on that again. If you really feel I do and you want to waste my time and I think that you're not a provocateur, I'll explain to you. So anyway, before I run out of time, okay, yeah. In the last minute and a half, because I'll make this a 5-minute video, I want you to see why all the women should feel shame and why I have truly done something profoundly, profoundly great for black people, wonderful for myself, and I have made history beyond any doubt. Okay, so it talks about, although the Biafran grappling and the Angolan percussive arts were stylistically very different, both fulfilled similar social roles. Both were used as a form of entertainment when practiced to a music, a form of dueling to settle personal scores. What are we talking about? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm doing exactly what my ancestors did. Exactly. A ritualized form of conflict resolution or a form of battlefield training for young soldiers. Central to all contexts is the concept of honor. Remember I say, where is your honor, you white racist? Where is your honor, you feminists, if you truly are the same as men? Where is your honor, you homosexuals? Where is your honor, you police officers? Where is your honor, martial artists? And I go on. For the practitioner and for the community through the honored practitioner. Okay, I've brought honor to the Igbo community. I have brought honor to the black people through the honored practitioner because they could not defeat me. And we are almost 15 months later. $3,000 challenge. And they have every political reason, every reason to beat me. But they don't have the skills to beat me. So let's read this last paragraph and let's put the final nail in the coffin and put these people in their place. Mastering either art could bring a skilled practitioner respect for his graceful execution, the admiration of potential wives, and economic advancement. Each art provided a path of spiritual development that could take an exceptional adept to one of the highest forms of honor in Africa, the status of a transcendent hero. Someone who was initiated into full mastery, etc., etc. I rest my case. I am a transcendent hero, you fucking scum.